Hello my loving Tiffany Thinks family, welcome back to another Tea with Tiffany Thinks on a Tuesday. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Today I just thought I'll sit down and have a little catch up, little chit chat with you. I'm drinking warm water and I put a little bit of lemon in it, so I'm not actually drinking tea. Let me know in the comments below what you're doing, what you're drinking, what are you up to. I'm wearing the We Got This black hoodie. I just wanted to wear the hoodie today because I'm just like kind of lounging about in the house. It's really cold, isn't it? It's got really cold really quickly, so I'm just being all cozy at home today with my slippers and my hoodie, and I'm doing little things around the house. I'm just cleaning kind of cupboards and I'm sorting out. So I know this is a little bit early, but you know, in that corner over there, right in the corner there, I want to put a Christmas tree there. Don't know if you can see it. So I've cleaned that area right here. I've cleaned this area so that when I'm watching movies in bed, I've got a TV and a Christmas tree. I know it's too soon to think about it. Is it too soon? I feel like when it gets colder, I'm already thinking about Christmas and plans, and even though you guys know I don't like planning far in advance, especially with everything that's going on, but I can still kind of decorate the house for Christmas no matter what happens, right? So yeah, I want to put a tree upstairs just here. So I kind of clean that area. Am I the only one that's thinking about Christmas now? Like, I don't know, is it too soon? Let me know. Is it too soon to think about Christmas and where I want to put Christmas trees in the house? There's something about putting lemon in hot water around this time of the year, because like I feel like everyone gets ill, you know? Everyone gets the flu. I hope no one gets COVID. I don't even want to talk about that. So hopefully no one gets that during the winter time. And then I'm going to put this down here. If you watched Sunday's video, you guys know the cold sore situation, so I don't need to mention it today, but it's kind of scabbed over, which is good. It means that it's getting better, but I'm not going to touch it, so I've just left it alone. Loads of you recommended some cream. I did order it actually. I did order it, so hopefully that should come in tomorrow, so I'll try that on here. I forgot the name of it, but once it comes I'm sure I'll vlog it. I don't actually have a structure to today's video. I feel like with these Tea with Tiffany Thinks video, I like it because I sit down and I talk to you and I tell you what's going on in my head. With vlogs, I feel like I don't explain enough, so that's why I like Tea with Tiffany Thinks, because I just like sitting down and talking to you about how I'm feeling and what's going on, and just kind of a little catch up, right? I still haven't heard from my surgeon, and I just think right now, after I spoke to my oncologist on the phone and after speaking to the nurse on the phone, I feel like the right thing to do is to wait, and I've waited already. Like, do you know, I don't have that much longer to go. So I haven't really been thinking about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like if the surgeon calls me, that's brilliant. But I feel like speaking to my oncologist, I feel like it's the right thing to do, to wait and watch. But we'll see. I hopefully will see the surgeon or speak to him. So hopefully that will happen. I need to chase up on it, to be honest. I should just talk to him and see how he's feeling, if he's changed his mind. I don't think he has, otherwise he would have called me. I tried to call the surgeon and he wasn't feeling very well, so I've not heard from him yet. But we'll just see. I feel like most of my questions were answered by the oncologist. You know, the surgeon and the medical team, the oncologist, they work together and they're in meetings together. I do feel better after speaking to the oncologist. I feel like he thinks it's a good idea to wait and watch. The surgeon thinks it's a good idea to wait and watch. The nurse also said she thinks it's a good idea to wait and watch. So we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. I don't think right now, I'm definitely thinking I want to wait and watch, just because the doctors that know my situation, know my case, I bet they're even baffled. They must be like, how did she go from T4B for us now to say wait and watch? Is that a question I can ask the doctors? Like, are you confused? Are you baffled? Like, what's going on in your mind? Have you like experienced this before? Am I the only one? I don't know. I really don't know. So maybe that is a question I can ask the doctors, like, what do you think of the situation? Are you confused? Because you were really set on me having treatment. And also, you guys know, when they gave me chemo and radiotherapy, they weren't expecting anything to change. So who knows? But I don't really want to talk about that today. I feel like I've talked about it a lot. Another thing I'm enjoying, you might notice in the vlogs, I'm really enjoying living every moment with my family, with my loved ones. I do want to book a trip. That is something I do want to do. I am a little bit nervous. I told Matt last night, I said to him, we should go away, even if it's for 2 days, maybe not leave the country. I don't know how insurance works in other countries, because I get really worried about planning things, and I get really worried about being far away from the hospital, but I can't live in fear. I really can't, right? I feel like I am living in fear, and I don't want to live like that. It's kind of hard to explain living in fear. It's like, I don't want to book anything in advance. I don't want to make plans with my friends. I feel like, you guys know, it's been such a roller coaster. 1 minute I'm fine, next minute I'm not well, next minute I'm in the hospital. So you guys know I've just been a bit all over the place. I think that's why I'm a bit worried to make plans. And I know I shouldn't live in fear. I should just live in the moment, because living in fear is the worst, I'm telling you. Because like my friends, even if they want to plan something, I'm always the one to say, guys, can we plan kind of closer to the time because of my situation? Instead, I should just plan things, and if something happens, then I can say, guys, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't expect this to happen. I shouldn't think too much about it, really. How do you guys, if you have a health condition, how do you deal with this? Like, how do you deal with making plans? I'd like to know, because are you someone that makes plans and just hope for the best, or do you not make plans and do you kind of worry? I think that's worse, because I would sit and worry, and I would worry about what to message my friends and my family. I always think, oh, I always feel like I don't want to let anyone down. So maybe I shouldn't think like that anymore. Maybe I should just think, Tiffany, it doesn't matter. Make the plans, and if you have to cancel, you have to cancel. It's fine, you know? I can't live in fear. I think that's what I realised. I don't want to live in fear anymore. I'm going to make plans, and we'll just see what happens. I know with the biopsies, they've come back as non-cancerous, but I think until the doctors say to me, Tiffany, you are cancer-free, you're free, go and enjoy your life, until then, I guess I will always have a little bit of worry, and I will always have, you know, it's the fear of the unknown and the fear of what's going to happen next. But I need to kind of snap out of it, don't I? I need to snap out of it, because how can I say, oh, I need to live every moment, I need to live to the fullest, I need to do this, I need to do that, and then have a little bit of worry? I think naturally I will worry, because I've been through a lot, right? I feel like, oh, my phone's ringing, I need to pick up. Sorry, I had to pick that up. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I don't know if I talked about it on Instagram or whether I spoke about it on YouTube years ago. I might have, so if you've been here for a long time, you guys know, maybe 4 years ago or 3 years ago, before COVID anyways, before the pandemic, I did Invisalign. So I started the whole Invisalign process. I paid for it, so it's very expensive, and I paid for it. And then a lot happened. I fell sick. I was going to the hospital. COVID happened, and there was a lot happening. My dad passed away, and so I didn't finish off my Invisalign treatment. You guys can see on you can see that I've got the, I don't know what they're called. You know where you put the Invisalign retainers? I still have that in my teeth. So I called the dentist and I said, listen, I want to finish it off because I've paid for it. I might as well finish it off, right? So the dentist just booked me in for an appointment to kind of get everything checked again, and I should finish it. I've paid for it, right? So I should finish it. I started this Invisalign process ages ago. I remember when Aston was a baby. It was a long time ago. I was so busy with work. When I tell you I was working so hard, I couldn't even make time to go see a dentist and finish off my Invisalign treatment. I just paid for it and then I didn't even finish it. So now that I have the time, I might as well, you know, I might as well just do it. So I thought about it, and I thought the dentist might say, listen, it's been a long time, you might need to pay again. I thought that there was going to be an issue, but I kind of explained the situation and I told him, I'm so sorry, lots of things have happened, and can I come back and finish it off? And yeah, he said it's absolutely fine. My teeth are a little bit wonky, especially at the bottom. They've always been wonky, and that's why I wanted to do the Invisalign process. Yeah, I have, oh, my hair. I have no excuse. Like, I should just get it done, finished, and then it's tick, 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 you know, teeth done, tick, tick, tick. In regards to going back to work, I'm just thinking, I would love to go back to work. I'm just scared. Again, I'm just scared. Why am I living in fear? Why am I living like this? I think it's because so much has happened and I'm so scared, because with my job, it's not like I'm working from home. I have to kind of go to different places. I'm testing patients' eyes, so I need to be in good form. So recently I've been feeling really good, but my worry is I'm scared to book a day in with work and then having to cancel, because then they have to cancel the whole clinic. All the patients will be notified saying your optometrist is unwell, and that's annoying, isn't it? I don't know what to do. Should I just wait? Do you think the best thing to do is wait, have all my scans again, have my biopsy, and then go back to work? Because I don't want to mess things up with work, because I have such a good relationship with everyone I work with. So I don't want to bother them and say, oh yeah, I'll book in to come in for work, unless I do half a day. I don't know. I really want to go back to work, honestly. It'll be nice to go back to work. I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Should I? Oh, I don't know. Do you know the fear of letting people down and like calling in work? I feel like I don't want to call in and say, oh, I'm sorry, I've got an appointment. Oh, I have to cancel that day. Unless I just book on the day. I can do that. That's one of the good things about my job, is that I can work on the day rather than book in advance. If someone is sick or someone can't make it, they could call me. So I could tell the stores that I worked in and the places that I worked in, keep my number, give me a call. So if an optom is sick, give me a call and I can tell you how I'm feeling and I might be able to cover. Maybe that's a plan. Maybe that would work out. Should I do that or should I wait? I don't know about the driving situation as well, whether I'd be able to drive. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I will have to think about it, because it'd be great to go back to work. I don't think I would go back to working like I used to. I used to work every single day. I was saving my money. I think I was working so much because my dreams were different. My dreams was buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, invest in this, invest in that, invest in this. Then you'll have an easier future. Blah. Now I don't live like that anymore. So I guess it's more I want to go back to work because I want to go back to work, not because I have to, you know. I feel like I'm not gonna work as much as I used to. Definitely not. I feel like I've done the hard bit, you know, buying the house, renovating the house. I've done the hard bit, you know. And now, oh my goodness, it's so hard to buy a property and everything is hard. It's a lot harder. It's so much harder. I think for now, I'm not going to worry about the saving side of life, you know, saving money, that kind of thing. I've always been a saver. I can't explain it. I think my sister and I, we've always been taught, especially by our dad, from a very young age. He kind of taught us we have to save. My dad was very careful with his money. I'm not careful with my money. I'm kind of a bit of both. If I like something, I will buy it. If, you know, I am careful with my money in the sense that I am good at saving, and I am good at saving. But now I don't know. I really don't know. I think you need to save money for a rainy day, especially with what happened to me. It was so sudden, right? I was living this life where money wasn't an issue, so it was always like, oh, you work, you make money. I've always made my own money. Like, I never ever relied on anyone else. I've always saved my own money. I've always kind of hustled. I can't explain it. From a young age, I think when I was younger, how did I get into it? I think I started off, I did a lot of work experience. So I think when I was about 15, 16, I did a lot of work experience. My first work experience was at Optical Express, and then I did Vision Express, and then I worked at a care home. I worked in a dentist practice. So I did a lot of work experience when I was younger to kind of find out where I wanted to work. I knew I wanted to do something in the medical field. So I kind of did all the work experience, but when I worked at Optical Express and Vision Express, I loved it. And I spoke to the optometrists there, and that's how I decided I wanted to be an optometrist, by doing a lot of work experience. So I feel like if you're younger than me, or you just are a bit confused about what you want to do in your life, get work experience. Go and work in an office, go and work in a school, go and work in a care home, go and work in different areas, and see what works for you and see where you can imagine yourself being. For me, I was really fascinated about the eyes at such a young age. It's weird, I think, to say that out loud. I think it's weird saying that out loud, saying that I was fascinated about the eyes. I think talking to the optometrist, seeing what they do, how they communicated, how they explain things to patients, I felt like I wanted to do that, and I felt really fascinated about, because I would see all the equipment, I would see pictures of the back of the eye, and how, I don't know, I just got really into it. And from a young age, I kind of knew, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. And I know not everyone gets the same experience as me, because I know friends that started optometry with me and then dropped out and did something else, and they just thought, you know what, this isn't for me. And I know so many people that finished their degree and now are doing something completely different. So I just think, do work experience. Don't rush into picking what degree you want to do. If you're unsure, take a year out and go traveling. I never did that. Go traveling. I think I was so, all I did was go to uni, and then I went to work straight away. I never took time out, and then I thought, oh, I need to save more money, I need to do this, I never thought, oh, take a bit of time, go traveling, enjoy your life. I always thought, once I buy the house, once I'm settled financially, then I will enjoy my life. If I could turn back time, I would say, Tiffany, don't do that. Go and enjoy your life, and then worry about the financial stuff, because look at my situation right now, like, things change drastically. You don't want to plan too far in advance. So yeah, that's a little bit of advice from me. I'd say save your money, of course, save up. It's always important to save money, have some money set aside, because you don't know what's going to happen. For example, during the winter time last year, I had an issue with the roof. And so luckily I had money saved up that I could kind of just pay for it. So you don't really know that your car could break down. You don't really know. So you always have to have money saved up that you just don't touch. That is for emergencies only. You've got to have that. That is important. It doesn't matter how old you are. I think you need to start saving up an emergency fund. It doesn't matter how much you put aside. Obviously that varies from person to person and your life, of course. But try and put some money aside, because you just don't know what's going to happen. But also, don't be like crazy and save all your money. Don't do that. You still have to live. I definitely went off on a tangent there, but you know what? It's nice. It's nice not to talk about the C word, cancer. You know, it's nice not to talk about that. It's nice to talk about other stuff, like the other aspects of my life in regards to how I picked my job and how I save my money, if you're into all of that. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to talk about in the next Tea with Tiffany Thinks. It's nice opening up about a different side of my life, you know, with work and money. And so yeah, let me know what you'd like to hear about next. I'm gonna end this podcast video here. Is this a podcast video? It is, isn't it? I don't know, I feel like it's not really a podcast video, but I just call these Tea with Tiffany Thinks videos podcasts, don't I? Thank you so much for listening. Let me know what you're up to, how you are. I love getting to know you as well. In the last video I posted, I asked you guys to tell me what you're up to, and it was so nice getting to know you and kind of know a little bit about you, because I feel like this is all about me and I want to know about you. And yeah, all the Tiffany Thinks family, let's just kind of reply back to each other and let's get to know each other, because I always said this is our family and it's not always about me. So let me know what you're up to and what you do. What inspired you to do the job that you're doing today? That's a great question. I love you all so much. My Instagram, Facebook and TikTok is Tiffany Thinks. If you haven't subscribed, please, please, please subscribe and join my loving Tiffany Thinks family. And I will see you on Thursday for another vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah. Love you.